Well, guess where I was? I swear, it's like a given that I'm going to get more hours per week than I should get based off of the schedule that I'm given. And it's all going to be surprise hours. Such is the way that things are going. Anyway, not even sure what I'm supposed to talk about tonight. It might just be a short video. What am I doing? What am I doing? Not sure what I'm doing with all this. What's the plan? Other than wear myself out. All right, so what do I want to do? Well, I'd like to do some of my art again this year. I have some things that I want to do, like decorative arts that I can do with eggshells. Wow, the white balance really needs adjusting. It's not that glaringly white, but it looks super white, like it's glowing. That's pretty cool. So I want to do some tinkering with some artwork on that sort of thing and break out my other stuff. I don't know how much I'll do on this channel and how much I'll try to switch over to the Opportunity Forge. That's a neat thing. Man, these little keychain lights certainly changed the lighting setup in this. Wow, I wonder if I could legitimately light a whole video with this. Ooh, that's an idea for a special effect for a... Probably shouldn't point a laser at my face, but... Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, there you go. All right, worked too many hours today. I'm too tired to focus right. Goofing around a little bit. Anyway, the plan for here, and I guess sort of unraveling what my plan for the other channels are. I'm hoping to get my setup in here a little bit better so that I can do a desktop shot gameplay stuff. Like, I want to do my review videos here, gameplay videos, Views Day nights. I need to do Views Day night again. So review books and movies, maybe products, and I mean, books, movies, board games, and video games probably do a fair amount of. And then maybe some reviews of products, because I've come across a few things that I'm kind of interested in doing, but I think I might skew that a little more in a new direction. I'm finding good deals of things on like Dollar Tree stuff. So like finding a thing and like figuring out what it's useful for at a thrift store or a Dollar Tree kind of setup. And then mainly focus on what can you create with simple things. And then that's sort of like, I do want this to still be a channel that discusses not only what things are out there to consume, but also things that inspire me to create, and encouraging others to create new things and share them with each other. So I kind of want to really kind of stick to that frame of reference. And a lot of that's going to be gameplay, story writing kind of concepts. Because that's where a lot of the fun is. Learning by playing, creating something that's playable, interested in, encouraging. The Opportunity Forge, I think, will be where I do more of the art. So I may move a lot of that stuff over to Opportunity Forge. Roving Jack, I need to get back to editing my videos, but I also have a series of in between weeks videos that I want to try to do. And then, oh, jeez, I'm not sure I'm up and running with the Steaming Mad yet, but I have been in talks with somebody who does a sort of a charter school in the area, a homeschoolers organization, and he kind of wants me to do some classes for them. And I've been thinking about doing a class or two for like Udemy classes and stuff like that I could do. And those sort of class videos that I could end up doing, I can do some practice runs or simple one-offs for Steaming Mad. But the Udemy style courses are sort of a business opportunity. It's something to do along the lines of if I can get an audience of sufficient size for my reviews of books, movies, and games here, then I should be able to get a affiliates membership with Amazon, maybe even eBay or some of those other sites, and use that as a potential income stream. And I'd like to think that if I really pursued it correctly, did things in the right way, that between the various ventures of classes, merchandise, products, book sales, the ad revenue, affiliate marketing through Amazon and eBay, all of those could potentially end up being enough if I do it right, where I could actually end up with more time to work on videos and ideas, because I can generate my entire income without having to take this other job that I'm doing right now that eats up all my spare time, which I think that's more what I want to end up doing. It's getting to the point now with the job where, like, the number of screw ups that other people are doing, and the number of other problems going on, and the number of times I keep getting assigned extra hours at the last minute without any kind of notification or question as to whether or not it's something that's going to interfere with the rest of my life. I don't get any kind of say in that. So right now I get, hey, we need you to cover for the next 5 hours after your shift is over. I'm like, I got things I need to be doing, guys. And I'm just like, I'm ready to just not have to fight that fight anymore. But at the same time, I realize that, it takes time to get these things off the ground. So I got a plan to do that, and I got to look at some opportunities for channel growth and that sort of thing. I hate to treat this sort of like a business, because I always wanted it to be more of a grounds for inspiration, but I mean, there's no reason it can't be both. I have the classic artist's dilemma. Are you doing it for the art, or are you doing it to make money? And to be honest, I'm doing it for the art, but art's not going to feed me when I'm hungry, and art's not going to put gas in the gas tank. Art's not going to put a roof over my house unless I use it as a means of doing that too. So I got to take that into consideration. But for now, it's going to be a little bit hard to get that to work out with constantly having my hours taken away from me for my own stuff. So I can't do things like this channel and other stuff because I'm constantly working for somebody else. I'm going to continue to do videos when I can on here. The nightly videos, I've not been able to do nightly recently, in part because I don't have control over my own schedule anymore. And the projects that I'm working on, I feel like they take 3 to 5 times as long as they should. And I'm really I'm hard pressed right now just because the space isn't ideal for it. And my connection is unstable. Hallelujah. I'm about ready to just walk away from this video tonight. If it's going to cut out my video like that on a regular basis, I'm not up for fighting it right now. Yeah, so I gotta really sort of figure out what I can do. I want to see if I can maybe come off it. Stop being a dork. I want to see if I can get back to the maker space a little bit and see if I can get that to work for me. See if I can figure out a little corner of that I can use. The trick with that is, depending on the time and space available, finding a spot I could use might be hard enough. When I do end up with a space, it might be even harder to get what I need set up in there. And then there's the odd chance that because it's a shared space, somebody could just as easily be in there going away at a table saw and just make so much background noise that it might make it impossible to do anything. So I got to figure out what my options are in that venue. I was trying to network with some other YouTubers in the area and started a group, and there were about 5 or 6 of us in there. And most of them have sort of disappeared into their own lives, and I'm not hearing anything from them anymore. So I think that died, which is a little discouraging. And game nights, they seem to be losing people. So when we've done game nights, there are people just disappearing. And yes, everybody has their own lives, just like me. I'm having things interfering with my ability to do other things. I get it. I totally get it. But it seems to be a hurdle in my ability to do some of the things I'd like to do. I don't know why I like playing with this so much. I found it in my storage unit when I was trying to do some cleaning the other day, sort out my belongings. But at any rate, that's sort of my thought process for tonight. I'm sort of in a crap mood. I found a cord for the camera glasses that I had yesterday. Turns out, I guess the battery's just broken because it won't charge. It doesn't fully charge. So that's a non-functional piece of equipment. I mean, it's not like I don't have 4 other cameras that I can play with. But I don't know, I'll figure it out. It's probably a mood switch from yesterday. Yeah, I was kind of enthusiastic about playing in a universe of story building and gameplay, but it's becoming quickly apparent to me that just the ability to interact with other people based off of the sheer number of people who just don't put the time and effort into getting together with other people, while also all dealing with schedules that don't necessarily let it all work out. I have to think about that in my calculations about what I'm going to do going forward with some of my plans. I can go back to some of the ideas of the solo play stuff. And I can do my review videos. I can do my artsy stuff when I really have the opportunity to take advantage of that. I feel like the correct setup going forward for gameplay is, again, a top-down view of a surface where the games are set up. And I can use that for art videos, instructional tutorials, and I might even use it for some of my own stuff on Roving Jack where I'm doing some tinkering. So that should work. That's a workable option. And then a heads-on camera for face-to-face discussion. If I build my rig right, then I can actually use the heads down camera and just tip it back and get a face on camera approach. And that should all work relatively well. I do want to see if I can fix the monitor to the laptop, because then I can take this big monitor off of here and use the work surface empty of anything else, maybe figure out how I'm going to mount the microphone, and from there I have a setup I can use in multiple ways. You can probably hear it. I think I'm starting to get a cold, so that may be part of my mood right now. But all these double shifts, I go double shifts, and then I don't eat all day, and it puts me in a crappy mood. That's why when I have a long double shift day, it's harder for me to get on here at the end of the night. Because quite frankly, since the video I did last night, I've not had a lick of a moment to sit down and figure out anything about what I need to do. Like, I literally ate, went to bed, woke up, got ready for work, drove to work, worked, missed meals during the middle of the day, got finished work, grabbed a couple things on the way back, and literally hop on here. And so I haven't had a moment to really have a plan or work on anything for me. And so I don't have a lot to report when I have a night like this. I'm hoping I don't have too many more of these, but to be honest, I'm willing to bet you this is probably going to happen tomorrow, because the person who was supposed to close today is sick. I'm coming down with whatever they're all passing around the office, because of course I am. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people doing the same job that I do. One of them's out sick. 2 of them keep no calling, no showing, so they're skipping out on work. And they're likely to be fired real soon. And so that's going to put us down to 3 of us. And of the 3 of us, I would say, like, in order to cover the hours we're doing, I'm probably going to end up with a fair number of double shifts again. So that'll probably be most of February for me. I mean, part of me wants to say, well, at least I'm getting paid for it, but I'm barely getting paid for it. I could probably get paid better just about anywhere else. So it's really turning into not really worth it for me. We'll see. We'll see about things going forward. And I'm just cranky tonight, I think. I think that's just where I am. I'm sure I'll be in a better mood later in this week. I'm hoping to be able to just get some things figured out. Maybe I don't have to do double shifts for the rest of the week. That would be nice. I'm a little afraid that I am, but we'll see. And as we go forward, hopefully I'll be in a better frame of reference to figure out what I can do in my spare time. Because I know it's not a full 16 hours a day that I'm doing stuff like this. So I've got chunks of time around work that I can do a few things. And I just need to get myself in the frame of mind to be able to take advantage of those opportunities when they're there. You know, for the hour, breakfast and work, for brainstorming and coming up with ideas, and for the hour after work, playing around with some brainstorming on ideas. And then there's got to be a few chunks of time throughout my day that I can grab and seize for the opportunity to do a few things. So I'm going to try to focus on getting into some of that. Hopefully tomorrow I will come back and laugh about how pessimistic and grumpy I was today. All right, I'm going to call it here tonight. I got to get something else to eat and get ready for bed so I can get up tomorrow and do this all over again. Okay. Yeah, I can't even remember what I was working on before I had to stop the middle of everything and go to work. I'll figure it out. All right. Sorry about the downer of a day. Take care. Have a good one. Yeah, maybe it'll work. There we go. I'm off. Off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Video crashed, and I don't know why. Come on. Yes, I told you to end. There we go.